Hey folks, RC here. Got a short Traxxas Revo video for you today talking about steering links. Here's my eRevo brush list, but what I'm going to show you applies to any Revo, electric or nitro powered. My Revo's in the workshop at the moment for some maintenance and also fixing, a bit of an unfortunate incident. We've all bashed our trucks around and broken stuff, but I just wanted to show you the product I'm going to use to fix this. What happened? Well, basically, had a nasty roll, and instead of kind of just flopping over on its roof, it ended up cartwheeling several times and sort of slammed down on the front offside wheel, and I guess it was just at the wrong angle, and it managed to snap this completely. This is the stock steel link, sheared off just where the thread starts, and very helpfully left most of the thread in the ball joint. So it's one of those things, so I thought, okay, let's get a replacement. You can get standard steel ones for these quite easily. They're not particularly expensive, but I thought, okay, that could bend, snap again. I'm a big fan of titanium parts, particularly the Lunsford titanium pins and links I use on my HPI Savage. So I looked for some of those for the Revo, and you can get them. And I was about to buy some, but while searching I came across these things. Now these are actually a Traxxas part, part number 5338R, toe links Revo. That's a tube 7075T6, that's a spec of aluminium or aluminum, fits front or rear. So these can either be your front steering links, or they can be your back, the rear toe adjustment links. And what you get in the pack is two choices of ball end. You might not be able to see the difference here, but this one's got slightly more plastic on it. These are for the rear if you're going to use them as rear toe links, or the smaller ones for the front. I've fitted the front ones already. You get a nice little 7mm spanner and some instructions. So why did I choose these instead of the Lunsford titanium? Well, because, and I read everything Traxxas tells me, 30% lighter than stock, so okay, aluminium lighter than steel, that figures, 4 times stiffer, but it says and more than double the strength of aftermarket titanium. So I thought, okay, let's give these a go. If these are even stronger than the Lunsford titanium ones, then that's got to be a good thing. So I'll get these fitted. I'm sure they will go on just absolutely fine. It's a stock Traxxas part. You do get some instructions that tells you how to measure the length of the rod out and so on. We'll get those installed and I'll let you know what they're like. And also what happened when we took a tumble and snapped this, really annoyingly, I've recently fitted some Proline trencher tyres onto the Revo. I'll show you a video about this in more detail another time. And this is the inside of the tyre. It was round that way, and obviously when this is flapping around, this link happened to score straight into the side of the tyre, and basically it punctured and ripped the tyre. I've got some bicycle inner tube glue, some vulcanizing rubber solution inside and outside curing at the moment. Hopefully that's going to fix this. The cool thing is, you might be thinking, hang on, what have you done? Have you bowled these off? No, these are 40 series tyres with a bead here that will fit onto one of these things. This is an axial oversized beadlock rim, and you've got the beadlock ring that goes on. I like using these because I don't have to glue things, so I can just get these on and off easily, not have to muck about with boiling or baking tyres and so on. Anyway, I'll show you how I got all these fitted, these beadlocks, in another video. Let's get the toe links installed. Right, installation. I've done this side already. This is the not broken original link, and here's the new one that's going to go on. Interestingly, this is off the Revo, never been touched. This was a ready to run, so this is kind of factory set size. Now here is the instructions for the new links. If I match this up, let's put one of the holes of one of the ball ends there. Now look at that, you can see this link is significantly longer. Now I've built up the new one to be exactly the same length as what they put on the instructions, which they've got this actual size picture. You can see that's just right. Now if I put these two together, I'm matching the tops up, you can see at the bottom, you see we've got a difference in length. So I think when these are on, the wheels are going to be splayed out slightly. Obviously you can just do an adjustment to adjust that. So watch out when you put these on. If you build the links to exactly the right length here, you may end up with your wheels not tracking parallel. Anywho, I'm going to take you through this side here because it's so easy. I thought I may as well show you. For this you will need one 2mm hex driver and possibly a pair of pliers, and that's it. This is so easy to do. So you just swing your steering round so you can get to this little hex nut just there. You can see what I'm going on to there. So real simple, you just unwind that. That's the inboard one, and you just pull that off. Now this has got one of the metal spacers on here, the metal ball ends. These are really good, the ones that Traxxas fit. This one just popped out, which is a little bit suspicious. On the other side I had to pop out with the pliers. I wonder if this one's got a bit worn. When you're doing this, if you've had your Revo for a long time, it might be a good idea to get some more of these. I'll put a link in the description to the part number you can get a pack of ends and these metal balls. These metal balls are great because you can use in all sorts of models. I use them on my SCX10 as well. There we go, so it's popped in. That's what you need your pliers for. Now that link is going to go over here like this. Right, so slide that roughly in place, get the screw and pop it back in. Nice and simple. Obviously be careful not to over tighten this. This is just screwing into a lump of plastic there. It's really easy to over tighten these plastic parts. And then for the wheel side, you're just going to undo this Allen bolt here. Out comes the other end. Now, depending on how you have your bump steer set up, you're going to have different spaces and whatnot set up there. So obviously when you take it out, make sure you remember how you've got them set. Mine's just on stock, which is the dead center link there. So I need to pop that into this, and you just want to pop that on. Now different people have different ways of doing this. I like to hold it in the pliers and then just squeeze the link up onto it. That way I'm holding the part there and I won't lose it. So that's popped on. Now we just line that back up in that plastic steering arm. And back on with our screw. If you take both ends off, watch out, the screw for this end is much longer than the other end. Don't get them mixed up. It's a button head screw on this end and a countersunk screw inboard. Again, watch out you don't over tighten them. So I've got a spare solid link. I could use that and do there's a bracing mod you can do at the back, maybe, and a very, very broken link. Oh. Anyway, there we go. So that was really nice and simple. Here are the two new links in place. Now I've got the steering pretty much in the centre there, and I can already see that the wheels are definitely towing out heinously, so I've got some adjustments to do on that. We'll do off camera with a little 7mm spanner that comes in the box. Right, so we're pretty much done now. I've just been twiddling with a 7mm spanner that comes with these links, and I've got the cross member for the steering here, this link here. I've just been tweaking that to get that pretty much straight across the chassis, so really these should be straight, and I've just been eyeballing it and just adjusting these to get them looking roughly right, and then once I get the wheels back on I can do some final adjustments. So there you go, aluminium, aluminum replacement links, 30% lighter, 4 times stronger than stock. Got to be a good thing. So that's Traxxas part number 5338R. I'll pop you a link in the description. They do also, Traxxas make same spec, these stronger aluminium ones for the suspension links as well. I guess we'll save up for that. I'll put it on the Christmas list because these are red now, these are silver. That's really mucking up my OCD. Anyway, the links in the description for parts. Hope that was useful. Enjoy bashing a Revo. Thanks for watching.